Good morning. Raise your hand if you are surprised by President Trump delaying the 50% tariff on European Union imports that was set to take effect on Sunday. Ursula von der Leyen, the EU president, had a nice call with Trump over the holiday weekend, and he agreed to put off the levies until July 9th. In the meantime, the US and EU reps will try to work on a new set of trade stakes. World leaders are catching on. All you have to do is stroke Trump's ego enough and sound worried, and he will change the terms. This all started when the president declared last week talks with the EU were going nowhere. A week after President Trump had his call with Russia's Vladimir Putin that the president proclaimed would lead to immediate ceasefire talks, Russia's bombardments of Ukraine, worse than at any point during the war, prompted Trump to write Putin is crazy on Truth Social. But he continues to label Ukrainian President Zelensky as not helpful. On CBS's Face the Nation, Connecticut Democrat Jim Himes of the House Intelligence Committee upset that Trump is not taking any new steps to help Ukraine.
The president and the vice president humiliated President Zelensky in the Oval Office and paused aid. And Vladimir Putin will learn from that experience that he can count on the U.S. to support his murderous incursions into neighboring countries. Or we really uptick the sanctions. We stop the export of oil. We pressure India to stop buying Russian oil. And of course, we keep arming the Ukrainians.
A Kremlin spokesman labeled the Trump tirade as emotional overload. President Trump wore a MAGA hat at West Point for his commencement address to the class of 2025, Saturday. On Memorial Day, he spoke in traditional tones for a bit at Arlington National Cemetery about sacrifices and protecting freedoms, but then went off script in campaign attack mode.
Their valor gave us the freest, greatest, and most noble republic ever to exist on the face of the earth. A republic that I am fixing after a long and hard 4 years. That was a hard 4 years we went through. Who would let that happen?
The president also upped the ante in his battle with Harvard, threatening to revoke another $3 billion in grants to the prestigious institution and give it to trade schools if Harvard does not provide names and countries of all foreign students, which, by the way, is something the government could probably look up in student visa records. With ear on the White House, I'm Bob Costantini.